Today we're going to talk about how to determine what you really want in life. I was talking to a couple of young gentlemen yesterday whose ages were in the low 20s, and they were asking my advice on which direction to go in their careers. And it reminded me of my own kids. You know, they're 21 and 25, and they're also still a little unsure of exactly what direction they want to take their lives. And what's sad is many people go through their entire lives without a sense of purpose or direction. They're just being pushed through life like a branch floating down a river. And what they don't realize is that if you really want to live a truly extraordinary, passionate, and magnificent life, you need to figure out what your life's purpose is, number one, and then really work towards honing in on what it is you want. Stephen Covey, the famous author of The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, said, "It really doesn't matter how fast you're going if you're headed in the wrong direction." You've likely heard me talk about the importance of setting goals and knowing why those goals are important and focusing on those goals. But sometimes, as a result of our upbringing, our parents maybe, or other influences we've had in our lives, we've created goals in our lives that we really didn't consciously select. Maybe they're what we thought was important to impress one of our parents or someone else in our life, or what we thought society expected us to do, but not really what we wanted to do at our core. And even worse sometimes, these unconscious goals we set for ourselves don't even align with our values. Of course, if we're unconsciously moving towards goals that really don't juice us or excite us, they really don't satisfy us at our core either. And we're likely to fail at them anyway, because we'll only make a half-hearted attempt to achieve them. Then when we're unsuccessful at achieving successive goals, we fail successively, we can start to beat ourselves up and feel like we really don't accomplish anything. We can feel like we fail at whatever we try. Even if we're actually achieving these goals that we really don't care about, we really don't feel the joy that's possible when we're doing things that align with our purpose in life, our core. That's why it's so critical to find out what really excites you and motivates you and juices you and makes you happy, and pursue that. So when I was speaking to those 2 young men in St. Louis, that was the core of my message to them. The same message I tell my children. They thought they wanted to invest in multifamily real estate, but they really weren't quite sure. And my advice was focus on what makes you happy, what you enjoy doing, and you'll be a success. My definition of success is to be happy, and I hope yours is as well. So find goals that'll get you to jump out of bed in the morning and enjoy the process it takes to achieve those goals. Goals that you've consciously decided on. Goals that align with your core values. Goals that relate to or spark your sense of purpose. Goals that'll cause you to let go of some of the frivolous things you may be doing and wasting your time with, social media, things like that. Time sucks. So that you have the bandwidth to achieve, what really matters to you. One thing you may want to do is think about how you want to be remembered after you're gone. I love the quote, and I don't know whose it is that asked the question, will my life be a warning or an example? One other exercise you may want to think about and actually write down is what your ideal day would look like if you set it up any way you like. Literally write out what you would do from the minute you got up through the day until you went to sleep. Who would you be spending your day with? Who would you be helping? What would you be enjoying? What would give you incredible joy? Now I'll tell you, sometimes continually focusing on the future can be a little overwhelming. It can be helpful sometimes just to focus on what you can do today, right now. What can you learn? What could you build? How can you add value? Who could you spend time with and learn from? What new friends could you make? What adventures could you go on? And remember, it's not always going to be easy. Be okay with being uncomfortable. Learning can be hard. It can be challenging. Trying new things can be challenging. But if you avoid discomfort or uncertainty, I hate to tell you, your life's going to be boring. My absolute favorite quote from Tony Robbins is, "The quality of your life is in direct proportion to the amount of uncertainty you can comfortably live with." I know if you look back on everything extraordinary that's ever happened in your life, you're going to discover one common theme, and that those incredible experiences in your life have always been when you've stepped outside your comfort zone. So never be afraid to step outside your comfort zone, because that's where passion lives. That's where an extraordinary life lives. So look at every area of your life and start thinking consciously, thinking about what you really want in those areas. Your intimate relationship, your family, your friends, your career, your finances, your health. Think about what your ultimate vision would be for every one of those areas, and then set goals in each one. Make sure those goals are measurable and specific. And I'll tell you, it's okay to be selfish. Put yourself first. Tell the people in your inner circle what you hope to achieve. And if they don't support you, change your inner circle. Focus on avoiding distraction and procrastination. Spend time thinking about your life, consciously thinking. Like Socrates said, a life unexamined is a life not worth living. Consciously think about where you want to go, what you want to do, and who you want to become. Always be ready for opportunities and take action when they present themselves. Stay positive, learn, meditate, explore. Take the time just to sit and think about your life, and I promise you your life will open up. I'm Rod Cleef, wishing you incredible passion and massive success in your business and in your life.